So the Amazon sale is finally here, and if you're looking to buy yourself a super cool smartphone with one of the biggest discounts, you've just arrived at the right video. So let's not waste any more of your time and jump in straight into top 10 smartphones which get the biggest discounts in this Amazon sale. You should not miss the opportunity to buy it right now because you're going to save yourself a tremendous amount of money. The first smartphone which I want to talk about is the OnePlus 12R 5G. Usually trends at a price of about 43 to 45,000 rupees. In this sale, along with coupon codes and bank offers, the price is going to come down to 35,000 rupees. That's a straight up 10,000 rupee discount for a premium smartphone from OnePlus, which also gets the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor inside it. This smartphone also gets an 8GB RAM along with a Dolby Vision display. It gets a 5500 mAh battery along with 100-watt fast charging support. This smartphone also is Wi-Fi 7 ready and also gets 256GB storage inside it. So the OnePlus 12R 5G is one of the top tier mid-range smartphones you're gonna get in this Amazon sale with the biggest discounts. So no questions asked, click down on the description, click on the link, go ahead and buy this because you're not gonna save so much money anytime again pretty soon. Following this, let's talk about the next smartphone, everybody's favorite, the iPhone, isn't it? So the iPhone 13, which usually trends at a price of about 47 to 49,000 rupees, in this sale it's gonna come down to 38,000 rupees for the iPhone 13. Can you believe it? This has the A15 Bionic chip and also gets 128GB support. So if you always had a dream of getting the iPhone and you didn't want to spend a lot of money, which iPhone really costs a lot of money, guys, but in this sale you're gonna get this at super cool, super tremendous discounts. I'll give you the link in the description below. The iPhone 13 is gonna come down to close to 40,000 rupees, and that's a steal deal. Go ahead and grab it before somebody else does. Following this, the top tier, one of the top-notch Android smartphones of the previous year, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Now this usually trended at a price of about 1,10,000 to 1,15,000 when it first initially launched. Now at the beginning of the sale, the price has already come down to 85,000 rupees, but with extra coupons and additional discounts, you're gonna get this to close to 70 to 75,000 rupees for the S23 Ultra 5G version. This gives you some super amazing features such as the built-in stylus, the Quad HD Plus AMOLED display, curved display. It gets the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, gets 256GB storage, get 200 megapixel camera, gets super zoom. I mean, the list is pretty quite endless. So coming at a price of about 70 to 75,000 along with all the discounts, the S23 Ultra is a no-brainer. Go grab this smartphone deal. Just go ahead, grab it. The stocks are not gonna last. The discount is not going to last. Don't waste your time. Go grab the S23 Ultra if you have the budget of 70 to 75,000 rupees. The link is in the description below. Alright, following this, let's drop down the budget a bit more. I'm talking about the iQOO Z9X 5G, which usually trends at a price of about 15 to 18,000 rupees, now coming close to 11 to 12,000 rupees. This smartphone gets 6GB RAM, 128GB storage, gets Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, 6000 mAh battery and a 44-watt fast charging support. This also gets a 6.7-inch display along with the IP64 rating. So if you are someone who is looking to buy a smartphone around the price bracket of 10,000 to 12,000, the features offered by the iQOO Z9X is pretty good and makes a sweet deal at that particular price point. Go ahead, grab it. The link is in the description below. Don't miss this at such a budget price. Talking about the budget price, here's another smartphone which usually trends at a price of about 18 to 20,000 rupees, the Realme 70X 5G. In this Amazon sale, along with the coupon codes and bank offer, this too comes down to a price of about 12 to 13,000 rupees. This smartphone gets 6GB 128GB support along with 120Hz display, gets 45-watt charging along with 5000 mAh battery. It also gets MediaTek Dimensity 6100 Plus processor for that super fast snappy performance and also gets a 50 megapixel primary camera. The Realme 70X 5G has already established itself as one of the good mid-ranger phones out there, and in this Amazon sale coming at such a discounted price would definitely be a steal deal if you are someone who likes Realme phones a lot. So the next smartphone which I want to talk about is the OnePlus Nord CE4, coming at a price of about 25 to 26,000 in general sales. In this discounted sale on the Amazon, you're gonna get this close to 20 to 21,000 rupees. The Nord CE4 from OnePlus gets 8GB RAM and 128GB storage, gets Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 and also gets 100-watt fast charging. That's super fast charging and you're probably gonna charge this phone like within 15 to 20 minutes. It gets a 5500 mAh battery and also gets a 50 megapixel main camera. OnePlus has definitely established itself as one of those newer brands which gives out some premium features at a budget price, and the Nord CE4 is a definite and a clear choice at the price bracket of about 20 to 21,000 bucks. Moving on to one of the most biggest discounts that's available in the Amazon sale from Samsung, the Samsung M35 5G. Now most of you like Samsung because it has been a very reliable brand, and coming at a price of about 12 to 13,000 rupees for the M35 5G is one of the biggest discounts you're gonna get in this Amazon sale. This smartphone gets a 6GB RAM and 128GB storage, gets 6000 mAh battery along with the AMOLED display. It gets a 6.6-inch screen along with a 50MP main camera and also supports 25-watt fast charging. I've personally used the Samsung M series phones a lot, and they have turned out to be very reliable, very stable and very consistent in the kind of performance they bring to the table. So if you are a Samsung fan but don't want to get into the other brands, the Samsung M35 5G coming close to the price of 15,000 bucks is absolute banger deal. Go ahead and grab it, the link is in the description below. So moving away from all these brands, let's talk about a new one, the Narzo 70 Turbo 5G. This smartphone comes at a price of about 20 to 22,000 rupees in general sale. Now in this sale with the discounts is gonna come down to 16 to 17,000 rupees. This smartphone too gets a 6GB RAM and 128GB storage along with a Dimensity 7300 chipset and a 120Hz display as well. So many phones coming under the 15 to 20,000 price bracket makes it kind of a very difficult deal for anybody. But the Narzo 70 Turbo 5G is also a good choice along with that MediaTek chipset and the 120Hz display at such a low price bracket. Well, no smartphone deal will be complete if we don't talk about one of the king of budget smartphones, the Redmi brand. So I'm talking about the Redmi 13C 5G smartphone. This smartphone usually comes at a price of about 14 to 15,000 rupees, but in this sale it's gonna drop down to 8 to 9,000 bucks. That's awesome because this comes under the price bracket of 10,000 rupees. The Redmi 13C 5G also gets 4GB RAM with 128GB support, gets MediaTek Dimensity 6100 plus processor. It gets a 90Hz display and also gets a 6.7-inch big screen. This comes with a 50 megapixel AI camera and also gets a side fingerprint scanner. Not to mention the fact that this also gets a 5000 mAh battery, which is quite enough to last you for like 2 to 3 days. So coming under the price bracket of 10,000 or close to 10,000, the Redmi 13C is an absolute steal deal, and you should go ahead and grab it if your budget doesn't extend beyond the 10,000 price bracket. Okay, now moving on to the last smartphone of this list, the iQOO Z9s 5G. This smartphone comes at a price of 25 to 26,000 in this sale, coming down to 17 to 18,000 rupees. This smartphone gets a 8GB RAM, 128GB support, gets 120Hz display and a 3D curved AMOLED display. This also gets a 5500 mAh battery, gets MediaTek Dimensity 7300 processor, gets 5G support and also gets a 50 megapixel main camera. So if you're someone who is a fan of getting a 3D curved AMOLED display, the iQOO Z9s 5G would definitely be a perfect choice under the 20,000 segment because you're not gonna get any 3D curved display in such a price bracket. So these are the top 10 smartphones with the biggest discounts on the Amazon sale. If you wanna grab any of these smartphones, the link to purchase it is given in the description below. Go ahead, click down on the link, purchase them right away. The stocks are not gonna last, the discount is not going to last. Don't waste this awesome opportunity to save yourself a lot of money. I'll be bringing up many more such interesting videos pretty soon, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button of my channel, like this video and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload such awesome videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.